Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing? Today we're going to go ahead and we're going to get through a couple projects. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Stage 2 desk project and a couple other ones that I have in mind. So, while I'm out here waiting on Jake to finish his project, I'll go ahead and I'll go finish the rest of the video when I get back inside. 5 minutes of walking around in a circle just to pee? Really? Really? Alright, welcome back. So, for anyone who's interested in going and doing a gaming channel, whether it be through Twitch or whether it be through YouTube, like I do, don't panic. Don't think that you have to immediately start buying like the best game systems, the best laptops, throwing thousands of dollars into a project. Let me go ahead and show you some quick, simple, easy things to do just to start the channel. Okay, now on to tools of the job. Now, because I've done this kind of project before, I went with a smaller level and measuring tape. However, if you're not used to doing this kind of project, I highly suggest go ahead and get yourself a longer level. That way you can just go ahead and take a pencil and draw it from one side to the other. But what you're going to need is a cordless drill, a stud finder, a level, and if you're like me, a level of measuring tape and you're fine, and a ratchet set. It's one of the biggest things that I can suggest to anyone who's wanting to set up their own gaming center is placement. Where do you want to place it? Because especially if you're putting the TV mounted up to the wall, you want to make sure you don't make mistakes like I did and put it somewhere and then you're not happy with the location of it about 15 minutes later. So add on to that list drywall putty. Now, like I said, we're going to take my mistake and we're going to learn from it. Now, first of all, you need to find out where your studs are going to be. So that's where your stud finder comes into play. So you're going to place it flat up against the wall and turn it on. Now it says it's ready. So as I start to slowly move it across the wall, it's going to say, there's my stud. So when you start to leave that stud, it'll go silent. So kind of know that from this notch to this notch. And if you want to, take a pencil and go ahead and mark. That way you can say, yep, in these two areas, that's where the stud is. All right, now, like I said, after you found where the ending of the beep was, and the ending of the beep was over here, we're basically going to determine that the center of the stud is right here. So you're going to take your level and you're going to place it right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you get that bubble right in the middle of those lines. Now with a longer level, just take a pencil and lightly draw a line straight across. That way you've already got that marked out. And then you're ready to drill. All right, now after you've marked your holes and you put your bracket up here so you know exactly where you want it, you're going to go ahead and drill through there, but don't drill through all the way. Just go ahead and drill enough to go ahead and get the bolts in. And then use your ratchet set to go ahead and tighten them up the rest of the way. Okay, so for time's sake, I didn't show you how to put the mounting bars on the back of the TV. But it's a very simple project. You just put them up there and then just bolt them in. Just don't over tighten them, because otherwise you're going to break your TV and then that's going to cause even more problems. But in the end, once the TV's up and mounted and then you get your desk put together and set up the way you want it, here's going to be the final product. And now for the great unveiling. Finally done. Got the desk in place. I've got everything I need. And I stress the words when I say this. Everything I need for the project is all set and ready to go. Now, I can't stress this enough when it comes to setting up your gaming channel. One of the biggest misconceptions is you have to have the greatest equipment. The greatest cameras, the greatest gear, the top of the line PC, laptop, whatever. You don't need that. Now, if you've got money beyond your wildest dreams, I don't even know why you're doing a gaming channel unless it's just for fun. But if you're doing this to actually maybe look into building a YouTube channel, this is what I suggest that you use to start off with. Again, as I said before, if you're just getting into the gaming channel business and you want to be popular with it, whether it's just for fun and recreation or whether you want to actually try and make a career out of it, I highly suggest go with function over form. Instead of like having to go ahead and get all the unnecessary tools that you really don't need, just get the basic stuff. So for instance, I've got space enough to go ahead and easily reach and get my games, and I have a pen holder so I can grab a pen and jot down ideas from whenever you guys leave me comments in my YouTube channel feed. Also, I have my PlayStation right here with enough room so it can breathe and not overheat. I also have a charging port for my phone because I go through phone battery like you wouldn't believe. I also have two 1 terabyte hard drives. That way I can have a little extra space on my PS4. Over here, I've got my charging port for my controller. I've got my got my headphones, excuse me. Got my remote, even though, I mean, for the love of God, I can touch my TV and turn it on. If you're going to spend all this money on, you know, a good desk, even if it's like just like a real cheapie that you can buy at Walmart or something, get a drink coaster. It's only $1. Come on. You don't want to sit there and ruin your desk. Now, I go with, whenever I do my live feeds, I go with a complete game screen. So I took that away. So I don't have the game chat over here because it just took away from like actually being immersed into the game. So I did that, and then I can easily pop open my laptop and go on YouTube when I'm streaming live, and I can watch the chat from there. So there's that. Also, I have enough space over here for, you know, writing implements if you want to. I wouldn't suggest it because, you know, unless like you left the door open or you had a really great fan, you can put a computer down there. You can put a complete tower so you can do, you know, gaming there. I wouldn't suggest it because, you know, you're not going to have like really much room for it to breathe. And especially if you're playing like some of the high-end games, you know, the temperature is going to go up ridiculously. Last but not least, you have to have a good comfy chair. So you don't have to spend $500 on that racing seat style gaming chair. All you need is something comfortable, and especially if it moves, even better. If you want to go ahead and hate on me for this one, get one that reclines. Whatever works, guys. But thank you for watching the video. I'm sorry that I didn't go completely in depth and go step by step, but hey, I mean, I can't do the step by step and hold a camera at the same time. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, please throw me a thumbs up. If you can, subscribe to the channel. Any other kind of questions or comments that you guys have, go ahead and leave them down there for me. I am always available to go ahead and get this channel up and going. So I'm there for everyone. So when you ask a question, I'll get there as soon as I can, but trust me, I will not leave you hanging. So this is Lycan. I am out. Really, my dude? Seriously? Why? Why do dogs always have to like smell everything for 15 minutes and then go pee? I knew I should have got a female dog.